How to be interested, but then you have to talk, you have to be cause and look. You should be able to switch both sides and know when to do that. Okay now. Communication skills is also about how you speak. We're not going to get into what you say, and you've heard this, it's not what you said, it's how you said it. I love you really doesn't matter, but I love you, you know what I mean, it's how it's said. So let's get to that now. There are two things I want you to remember before we get into how you speak. First is think before you speak. A leader is always in control of her communication. They say exactly what they want to say. You can't put words into their mouth. You must be very good at some key communication points. See, when you leave your house in the morning, you know exactly who you're going to meet, right? What are you going to say to them? How are you going to open the conversation? What is your intention to lead it? Think about this prior and rehearse it when you do that. Let's say if you're going to meet a client, how am I going to start my introduction? My God, it's such a pleasure to meet you. I was looking up your LinkedIn account and I really loved the fact that you went out donating in the time of the pandemic. That is awesome. That's how I want to start my meeting. And you know what, even if I never got a chance to say anything, it's the intention that I'm prepared with. That sorts out the vibe between me and the other person. But prepare a little bit, think a little bit. It will allow you to be cause very easily because you have the intention to be in control and to lead. It's a great starter. It's not random that you walked in and said, my God, I've heard so much about you. And what if the person asks what? Because when somebody tells me, oh, I've heard so much about you, and I say, what have you heard? And a lot of times people are at a loss of words because they don't know what to say. So hey, stop using this I've heard a lot about you with me, because if you ask me what have you heard, I will tell you, because I am prepared. I have thought this through and now I am opening my mouth to speak. Well, of course there is the flow of conversation. I'm not saying prepare for everything, but prepare a little bit when you expect me to come and talk to you, and when you pay me the money, you want me to have prepared and thought through every single word that I'm going to say. Right, same way, isn't your time money? Isn't my time money? Does it not deserve some degree of preparation and intention put into it? That is a master of communication, and I'm going to urge you to do that. You're going to go to work, you're going to meet 6 colleagues. How are you going to open that? How you're going to be, cause what are you going to say? Hello, so how are you? And not even wait for an answer or hey, I saw your Facebook post, that Corda looked amazing on you, and you walk by. That's at the same time it took, but you had thought it through, you had prepared a little bit. You